Hello everyone, welcome to my balcony garden. Today, doing something a little bit different. I am filming directly and speaking to you directly outside on the balcony. Now, I never do this for a number of reasons. First of all, I live in Cologne in Germany in a busy area, busy place. There's loads of noise, there's also a lot of wind today, so we're going to have to see how that goes. But also, I have loads of neighbours and I find it very cringe to film or take photos even on the balcony and, you know, if they can hear me or see me. The motto for me this year is to just try things out and see what happens. So that's what I'm doing today. Hopefully it works. If it's not, we'll figure something else out. So today I am planting anemones into pots. I'm planting these corms here. The variety is De Caen. It's actually a group of anemones. Most anemones need to be planted in autumn and then they're going to flower either in spring or early summer. This group, however, though, you can actually plant them consistently throughout the growing season. So I'm planting mine in January and I'm hoping to get a spring display. So probably about April, maybe even into May. You can also plant them in June, you're going to have an autumn display. And then if you plant them in kind of maybe early autumn, depending on how mild your climate is and maybe if you have them protected, you could even get them growing into late December. So they're great plants, they're super beautiful. Let's get to it. Now these are the anemone corms here. It's best to soak them before you plant them. So I've had these soaking for about 3 hours. Some people recommend up to 10 hours. I don't have the time today, so 3 hours is just gonna have to do. And they also actually have really taken up a lot of water. They've kind of exploded a bit, so I'm happy about that. I'm going to start with this pot. This pot is, how big is it? It's an 18 centimetre by 15 centimetre terracotta pot. I plant all my bulbs in terracotta pots. Terracotta is porous. It allows water to be leached out of the sides. Drainage is very important to get right when you're growing any kind of bulb. If the bulbs are sitting in water, they have a chance of rotting and then obviously they're not going to grow. This pot also has a drainage hole, very, very important. Normally I would put crockery at the bottom of this hole here to protect it or to stop the soil falling out the bottom and also to improve drainage. Don't have any, just going to go with it. I'm going to start by filling the pot with multi-purpose compost, and this is my left hand and I'm right-handed, so we'll see if I get it everywhere. So I'm going to fill the pot until it's about 8 to 10 centimetres from the top here. Bulbs sit at a specific depth in the soil. Anemones like to sit at about 5 to 8 centimetres, so I'm just going to be filling my pot up until that point, and then also just firming down gently as I go. When you're using soil for bulbs, you can also mix in sand and grit. This is going to also improve drainage. So this is a good depth now, so I'll put my soil down here. Okay, now I'm going to take the corms. So they've been soaking. I'm not going to be using all of them at once, so I'm just going to use this teaspoon to take them out. Ooh, weird. These are funny things. Okay, corms, normally with other bulbs, they're really easy to see which way is up and down. There's always the pointy bit, you always put the pointy bit at the top, but these ones, I don't know if you can see them, they are just like the weirdest looking, they just look like stones or funny little creatures. So it actually doesn't matter how you put them onto the soil. I'm just going to lay them out now. They're going to right themselves. So make sure when you're putting your bulbs in the pots that they're away from the edge of the pot. So here, so they're not touching the sides of the pots. And for the anemones, they normally need to be about 8 to 10 centimetres apart. But I do pop my bulbs in closer together. You can get away with planting bulbs closer in pots. So I am going to place maybe even 4 in this pot. So they're probably going to be about 10 centimetres apart. Very easy. Already done. I'm just going to fill up the rest of the pot with my soil. Multi-purpose compost. Okay. Just filling it up. And when you're filling your pot, just always allow a little bit, like an inch or something from the top, so that when you're watering there's no spillage. And that is looking beautiful. So I am now going to give this pot a beautiful big drink. I want all the soil to be moist. I want the corms to feel even more water. This is going to encourage them to start putting down roots and start growing. I have some space there on my shelves. I'm going to be putting that here. This is a nice protected area. It's sheltered from the wind and any frost or bad weather that is still to come, because we are still in January. And when they start to emerge, start flowering, I am going to then start fertilising. So I'll probably give it fertiliser, a liquid fertiliser, once every 2 weeks. And I'm going to move this to an area that has partial shade. So actually that should be perfect, because you can see underneath the roof here there is some shade. So that's how you plant anemone corms in pots. Super easy, as you can see. That was not that painful filming outside. Hope the noise wasn't too much of a distraction. Hope the wind wasn't too much. And yeah, we'll just see how it goes. So I send you all my good wishes. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.